Hello and welcome everybody. I am Matt from MTG Gaming Bob. Today I'm going to do a bit of a different video than I'm normally doing, kind of like a reactionary analysis video of Double Masters 2022. This video is posted by Magic Couple. They look to be a Korean YouTuber, fairly new. They just kind of opened a box of collector's booster box, eh? And yeah, so basically there's so much hype around this set, and we can't actually physically open them yet because I'm not a distributor. I have no access to the boxes. So I figured it'd be interesting, different type of video, kind of watch over the video, do like a reactionary analysis of what the box has to offer. This is just obviously one small sample size, but kind of gives you an idea of what to expect from these boxes. So at $274.99 is what this person got this box at. And this is a Korean box, I believe. Well, it's an American box, but I believe they're in Korea. It's sponsored by Wizards. I'm not sure how much that really matters, but so this is at like 150 times speed. There's only 4 booster packs, which is so strange. Like, you spending $280 on 4 booster packs, it just feels bad because I'm so used to opening like a lot of packs of cards as opposed to just 4. I've actually never even opened a collector's booster box, so a lot of these commons aren't really going to be worth anything. I'm going to speed up the speed to, I don't know, 2 times speed. And I'll pause the video if there's ever any kind of like time I want to talk about it. But yeah, these foil normal cards aren't really going to be worth anything. They're just going to be bulk basically. These full art cards, they can be pulled in the normal draft boosters. So I can see these cards also not really being worth much. All the commons, I would say the foil versions of those cards, the borderless cards, they're probably going to be worth some money. But these normal standard commons, I don't think they're going to be worth more than $1 or even that. They're going to get opened pretty heavily. Like Mentor the Meek is a pretty solid card, but it's still, again, not going to be worth a ton. Cool art, looks great. It's going to be open to Oblivion, and it's probably going to be maybe $1 or $2 for this specific one. Coiling Oracle, again, in this form, in this spice, we'll call it, full borderless and foil is where I think it's where that's where the value is going to be. This is probably still only going to be worth a few dollars, but still, it all adds up. Foil Mentor the Meek appears to be going for about $4.99 as of 6/28 or so, 2022, and yeah, so $5 for foil uncommon. That's not bad, but so far out of a, well, you haven't got to the rares yet, but out of a $70 pack, it's been $5, so nothing great there. Restoration Angel, probably worth a few dollars, maybe. Glimpse the Unthinkable, I don't believe this has ever had a full art borderless, version. So with it being the standard non-foil, it appears to be $18. I could see it probably dipping down into the 13s, maybe the 10s, somewhere around there. And then probably going back up over time. And not probably, most likely going back up over time. Unless, of course, they reprint it again. Now, this is something to think about. The foil etched cards can only be gotten in the collector's boosters. I didn't think about that during Cardboard Conversations. It's a podcast that I do with another channel called Pat the Pauper. With these only being able to be pulled in the collector's boxes, I think these are going to be where the value is at. Honestly, this is probably where it makes or breaks the box. Like, if you get a few foil etched cards, they could literally make up the entire value of the box. The Imperial Seal, which has been very hard to pull so far from the videos that I've watched, no one's pulled one in the video, but one person states that they opened a case of draft, which I think is 10 boxes, and they got one out of the entire box. It was a full art. Borderless. So these foil etched cards, this one being $20, I can see them going up. They're going to be fairly hard to pull. So that's probably where the big money is. And of course the textured cards, those as well. Yeah, first pack, $42 so far. And then this price, no way in hell is this the $150 card. I don't think. So $192 after the first pack. That's only because of the Kozilek. $150 is, I'm sorry, it's not worth that. It's not the textured card, it's just the full art borderless. And I see it sub 100. I don't see it at 100, even if it is foil. I think it's going to go down in price. I don't think it's going to be easy to pull. Nothing's going to be easy to pull, but I just don't see it 150. I don't know. I think that's over. I think that's inflated because of pre-release prices. But moving on to the second back, skip past the commons. All right, so the foil Terminate, things like these, things that are like staples, and I would say I would consider Terminate a staple. It's pretty good. Yeah, with being $9 and a full art, the art looks really, really good. Borderless looks great. I think this will probably float around that price, no problem. Flicker Wisp is around the same kind of thought process. The Mimeoplasm, I think it's more of a commander card than anything. I think. I don't 100% know, but it doesn't. There's no price that he lists, so it's probably not worth a ton. Kolagon's Command is a pretty great card. Full art, borderless, looks great. I could see it staying around the $10 to $15 price point, but probably not dipping too much for the full art. The foil is probably going to be pretty decent priced. And then again, these foil etched cards are going to be decent value no matter what you pull. Every single one of them are going to be more than $10 if I had to put money on it. Because the average cost of the rares are $7. If you just average all the rares together, it comes out to be about $7. So foil etched is going to be more difficult to pull, so thus it should create a higher price. And then when you command that higher price of, I think I'm going to say I'm going to say around $10 plus, 10 to 15. That's kind of what I'm seeing. And obviously the more desirable ones are going to be way higher because they're going to be hard to pull. This one looks really good. The art looks fantastic. Smothering Ties is an impressive good card. It's played in Commander and CEDH, and I don't really know if other formats play, to be quite honest, but I know that's a huge staple in Commander in any white deck, basically. $120, I feel like that's high. I feel like it might be difficult to pull because of it being full art and foil with the borderless. But 120 seems high. I think more like $80, but I guess we'll see. Great looking card though. And the foils look okay, or the foil tokens look okay. Maybe the Cat Dragon token will be worth some money, some value. Like I said, these full art borderless commons and uncommons, I don't think they're going to be worth a ton. Maybe in foil for some of them, like the Kasali Pride Mage. Alsar Shepherd, this is the first reprinting since Jumpstart, and it desperately needed a reprinting, but it kind of made Jumpstart a little less valuable, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. Maybe a bad thing for sealed collectors, but I think this is still, with it being a mythic, I think it's still going to be super hard to pull. The way they adjusted how rares and mythics are, I think they toned it back down. There's rares, but then there's like rare mythics. They're rares, but they're hard to pull. They're just, you get the common ones that are all over the place, but then there's specific ones that are just hard. And I think Alsar Shepherd's going to be that harder mythic to pull. There's going to be the easy mythics to pull, and then there's going to be the harder ones to pull. And I think the Alsar Shepherd will maintain a decent price point, around $50 probably. I don't think it'll go down that much in the standard version. Mimeoplasm, I don't know if there's ever been a borderless version of Mimeoplasm, but it looks pretty cool. But, you know, nothing too crazy there. But look at that. Pack 2, $435 is what their estimated value is so far. Imperious Great Worm, I don't think this is going to be worth much of anything. But even at that, even foil etched, I think it's whatever. Glimpse the Unthinkable in borderless full art. I think that this is where all the money's going to be. Besides the textured and the foil etched, I think it's going to be the borderless foils. Specifically foils. They're going to be harder to pull, and they look better. That Cat Dragon looks so cute. Definitely want. Oh, this is pack 3. So this is the last pack. So pack 4. This is $475 in value of anything more than $5. And let's skip past all the commons and commons. So Lightning Bolt. I think this will stay at $10 or $11. I think that's fair for a uncommon. It is a borderless foil version. I think that's fair for $10. Bloodbraid Elf is fine. I use it in my Cascade deck. It's a pretty great card. I don't love this art, to be quite honest. I use a full art that's like a proxy that has a better art. I don't know. I don't really care for this art too much. But yeah, for $5, I mean, it looks pretty great. If it had better art, I'd definitely pick it up. No idea what Dax Duplicate is. Doesn't look like it has any value. And That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen, and it's going to feel pretty bad. So far, we're into the second rare slash mythic of the pack, and it's Dragon Lord Jamocha being $35 because it's the borderless version. And I don't think a lot of people are going to love this art style. It's kind of like a water painting style. I don't know if they're really going to love like this art style of Dragon Lord Jamocha. So it's pre-ordering for 35. I think it's going to be like more like 20. But I guess we'll see. I mean, some people don't like the Dungeons and Dragons style, like the paper, you know, I guess they're called the showcase versions. They don't really love those versions. I do. I think they're pretty cool. Some of them look great. Some of them are kind of whatever, but I think that some people might not dig this, so it might be at a cheaper price point. I don't think 35 is good at all. It's non-foil. Divine Visitation. This is another one of those things where it's a mythic and it's the foil etched. I don't think this will go down in value much. I think that just scarcity is going to keep it at a decent value. Assassin's Trophy. This is a staple in plenty of formats. It's the borderless version of it. It's foil. I think $50. It could go up. I don't know. It's probably fine at $50, but I think a lot of the pre-order pricing is going to be high. But yeah, nothing crazy there. But that's the whole booster box. You're getting, I guess I'll leave it as he goes through it. You're getting $619 in value of anything $5 or more, and that's if the pre-order prices stay the same and you get the box at like $270, $280. And sure, that's a crazy value. Like you would think that like anybody having these boxes that has them for $270 can just open them and get tons of money. But I promise you, you don't really know for pre-orders how rare things are going to be to pull until you actually start opening them. And $619, what I want to do I want to revisit this video and recalculate these cards in a week or 2 weeks. And I would bet money that $619 is way too high. My guess, I'm going to take a guess at this. This is going to be an educated guess. My guess is $422 for all 4 packs. In 2 weeks' time, barring something crazy happens where like there's even less distribution than we thought, and even more problems, and like there's less supply, and like there was a shipment that got damaged, and now there's even less cards, and they're never reprinting it, so it's super rare. Sure, like that could cause all the prices to skyrocket. But barring that, standard, what we know now, with it being a pretty short allocation for most stores, I still think that $619 is way too high. I think that people are overhyping this set a bit too much. I think that if you plan to buy this and open it, be prepared, be disappointed. Be prepared to lose money. I've watched a few box openings of Draft that I'll probably cover if you guys think this is interesting, that they're bad. They're not good. You're paying $400 for a Draft box, and you're maybe getting $200 in value. And that's kind of pretty standard nowadays in boxes. Like, you almost never make your money by opening them. Like, typically you're going to, ideally you open them and you play with them. Like you can draft them with friends or whatever. You find some way to have fun with it. So you're not just opening them for packs of cards, just for the hit of like, oh, the dopamine. Am I gonna get a sick card? I mean, that's fun, but don't do it expecting to gain money. Double Masters has been touted to be this crazy, like you can't lose money. You just open all of them. You guaranteed to win. I've seen plenty of Double Masters packs that are really bad. VIP packs that were really bad. And there's some really good ones, and those are the ones that stand out. People are like, oh, you can't lose. I think you can lose in this set. I think this set in particular is going to set a precedence going forward that you're going to have less crazy pulls, crazy boxes. I think they're lowering the rarities within the rarities, so that there are this Kozilek Butcher of Truth. This is probably a pretty rare good box. I can't imagine there's going to be a ton of boxes much better besides if you pull like Imperial Seal or like any textured card or any really desirable foil etched version of a card. Sure, those are going to make those boxes like crazy, but that's the thing. Like the variance of the boxes that you're going to see people open and experience if you open them, I feel like they're going to be just all over the place. I think that you're going to have some really crazy boxes. Like it's going to make this set look insane. And then there's going to be some boxes where you're just going to cry. And some people like that stuff. I don't know. I guess it seems fun. Sure. But again, just don't expect to gain tons of money. If you're only opening 1 or 2 boxes, that variance is going to destroy you, or it can make it, or it can be sick. I don't know. Don't do it if you don't have the money, I guess is what I'm trying to say. If you have the money and you want to be a baller, then draft this stuff. It'll be fun. I really do want to buy a couple boxes and draft it. I've got 2 collector's boxes coming. We just breached 500 subs, so thank you for everybody that subbed, and we're going to do something special for subs. I'll probably open my first collector's box ever on stream live with Bob. I think that'll be fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe down below. Share the video with your friends. These boxes can be really cool, and they can be great, but I don't know. Temper your expectations a bit. Expect to lose money, because if you go in expecting to lose and then you go up, you win, you're like, this is great. Just set your expectations low, and then you can be blown away. Or you can kind of go, yeah, that's what I expected, and it's not so bad. I don't know. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Talk to you later.